Wallace Designs has published a title that I'm interested in. Maybe you will be too. Fighting Fantasy Adventures. This is for 1 to 4 players ages 14 and up and should take about 60 to 180 minutes to complete. In Fighting Fantasy Adventures, Martin Wallace has adapted the Fighting Fantasy Solo Adventure bookline into a card game format, letting you experience the stories in a whole new way. Now you can play with up to 3 friends, 1 to 4 players, in a cooperative or solo format. Gameplay is easy to learn and engaging, downtime is minimal, and your characters will gain new abilities after each adventure. The card-based system lets you have the feel of a role-playing game without the need for a game master. The map is revealed to you as you play, and event cards tell you what you have discovered. The campaign will comprise 5 adventures based on 4 stories. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, Island of the Lizard King, Deathtrap Dungeon, and Forest of Doom, which will be presented in 2 parts. Each adventure takes roughly 90 to 180 minutes to play, providing 10 to 15 hours of total game time. And that's what Martin Wallace Designs had to say about their new title. I did not even know that Martin Wallace had his own game line, Wallace Designs. I now want to look in to see if they have more. But for this, well, I cut my teeth on endless quest books from TSR, and I enjoyed some of the Choose Your Own Adventure books as well. I have recently discovered, I am late to this party, the Fighting Fantasy game books. And they've really taken me by surprise. I've really enjoyed them very much so. And I am now, because of that, really looking forward to getting my hands on the Fighting Fantasy Adventure game by Martin Wallace. I mean, he's basing it on what is considered 4 of the most highly regarded books in the series. Especially the one that started it all off, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I'm assuming if he comes out with a sequel to this game, the return to Firetop Mountain will be in the sequel if they have one. So what I'm reading about this from other reviewers and previewers is that it does definitely, in their opinions, seems to capture the feel and the atmosphere of the original books. I mean, that is exactly what Martin Wallace wants to do. But as a game publisher, he is amazing at capturing atmosphere. So I'm not really surprised that the reviews are already saying that he's done a bang-up job capturing this series. Now, you know, this is basically a choose and turn kind of game, right? You're choosing what you're going to do, and you turn into the appropriate page. Well, the choices and the decisions, from what I'm reading about, the choices and the decisions that you make will feel like they are making a difference down the road in the game. Not just a difference as to which page you're turning to right now, but because you did this back then, now you have to suffer these consequences or rewards. If that's true, if it does play out that way, it's got to be absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to getting my hands and trying this. Now, another thing I'm seeing about is, I mean, when you experience an Endless Quest style book, or a Fighting Fantasy style book, you can sometimes feel a little bit railroaded in how the book, how the adventure, how the writer is taking you down a path. But another thing about the choices and decisions in this game that some of the early reviewers and previewers are talking about that I've read is that you don't really feel that way playing this card game. It does really feel like you have honest choices, not just illusions, while traveling down this train track. If they pull that off, that's brilliant. I definitely want to try it even more to see if that's correct. Of course, it's always great to hear, well, you know, that a game is easy to learn, that the rules are not overly fidgety, that you don't have a tome to get through to learn to play a game. So if that's true as well, that this has been designed to be maybe not a gateway game, but at least from what I'm getting the feel of reading between the lines of, almost an entry-level game system, almost, The rules are going to be so light, but not insultingly so to seasoned gamers. That's a great balance. So if they did honestly capture this, bravo! I'm glad, because it's not easy to do. I'm reading that it uses a system in the card drawer called Exploration Guards, and that this is how Martin Wallace has evolved the book format of turn to page 87, 122, 4, whatever you need to get to. He uses these exploration cards in order to capture that feeling, since we don't really have a book to turn the pages to. I mean, you had to do something, right? So, again, that's something else I want to see played out, actually, if I could get a chance. Now, this is interesting. Apparently, allegedly, the game is designed in such a way that combat in this game is going to be rewarding cooperative strategies and play, over, just solo, I'm the star, unless you're doing a solo game, of course, I guess. But yes, I'm the star, I'm the alpha, I'm the quarterback, everyone else is following me, I'll take care of everything. Know that this apparently will reward more strategic cooperative combat style in gaming. And also it's designed to move more quickly if you're doing more cooperative things, more cooperative stuff in the game. So that's something else I want to see played out. I want to see how that actually works on the table. It's got my attention. I'm also seeing a lot that this is a great system if you are into fantasy light RPGs, if you are into Dungeons and Dragons style games. This apparently is an excellent sort of D&D in a box experience from what I'm reading. I would hope that to be true. Being a huge D&D fan, any fantasy game I'm playing, I hope makes me feel the way D&D does. So that's something big to live up to. Let's see how correct it is. So those are the things that have drawn me to wanting more information on this game, drawn me to wanting this game. It is off my radar and directly onto my gaming shelf and my table to get played. But don't take my word for it. I'm not trying to influence you. I'm just trying to give you information. Get some more information, read some more reviews on this. Watch some playthroughs, though. Anytime you're interested in any game, watch playthroughs. It's the best way to get an honest feel whether a specific title is something you, your family, your friends are going to enjoy. So go, get yourself some more information on fighting fantasy adventures.